Alright, Sergeant, so one of your tasks, the strategy for how we should take over the Hoover Dam, is for 15 points, and I thought I would do that. Looks like it'll be fun, and I hope you find this entertaining the way I try and describe this. I have a nice little diagram display here for you, and I'm going to be showing you first how we're going to get to the dam and the strategy that we would use to try and go undetected. Now, currently, there's two different locations we might have as our headquarters, if you don't know already because you were absent for a little while. First one is over in this general area here. Now, it's possible, let me use a different color. Now, it's possible that we might be stationed at the Remnants bunker, and that would mean that we would have to go all the way over to there like that, which is obviously a really long distance. That is not really what we want. We are aiming to get Adams Airfield, Nellis Air Force Base, and then hopefully it would cut the journey almost in half and make it super easy for us to get to the Hoover Dam. Now, if we don't get Nellis Air Force Base, well, no, let's assume we do get Nellis Air Force Base. The strategy we would use to get there is we would either go straight down along the road right there and then go to it from a kind of direct approach. But that's a little bit harder to go undetected. In other words, it's easier to be seen by NCR troops who are stationed approximately right there, and they would probably be able to see us really easy, and then they would be prepared for us to come. So if we wanted to take a stealthy approach, we would actually go this direction through the lake, up onto the shore, and then at Hoover Dam, which is probably the safer idea, although it'll be a little bit more dangerous due to the mirrorlurks that are on the shores of the lake there. Now that we went over how to get there, I'm going to show you the strategy for how to take out the units once we get there. I'm going to be splitting it up into 3 different units. I think we should be split up into 1 sniper unit or long-range unit, squad, whatever you want to call it. We would have 2 heavy-duty squads, and if we wanted to, we could have some backups, although I doubt we would need them. I'll start off with the sniper units. Sniper units would start approximately over here, but for the demonstration's sake, I'll say they're starting over in this kind of area. They would start right there, and they would get stealth boys and steadies to make sure their sniper rifles don't miss, and they would pick off as many people as they can in front of them in this area, and people that are probably going to be stationed in front of the visitor center. That would be the first matter. Now, after we pick off a few people, we would send in some heavy-duty units, the blue team, to go forward and take out the people that are straggling or not dying. That would be pretty fun. And these pink, or whatever you call them, the sniper units, would follow close behind, sniping out people, but not getting too close to the combat because they're going to be using, obviously, not high-tech, heavy-duty armor like miniguns and things like that, so they don't want to get into the mess. Now, the blue unit is only going to be half of the army. The other half, the yellow unit, their job is going to be sort of a reinforcement unit that's going to keep anyone that struggles, tries to get past the defense from escaping. So, for instance, if for some reason there's a unit that runs all the way over into this general area, the yellow unit would be there to stop them. Now, the yellow unit also is going to have the job, when everything is finally taken out on the surface, of also going inside the base and taking out everyone. They're going to have to, as a group, go through into the visitor center and then strategically go through the entire base, get rid of everyone, and then pop out from one of these little towers here, and then the base should be ours at that point. The blue team would help the yellow team out by going into one of the towers, and they would go the opposite direction until they meet up. So, theoretically, we should have enough units, maybe, well, we would try and get as many as possible, but I think a minimum amount of units we would need would be about 30, split each group up into 10. Ideally, if we could get the entire enclave, about 50 or 60 people to come, it would be amazing, and we would wipe them out in no time. And that is my strategy for taking out the Hoover Dam. Thank you for listening. I hope I get those 15 points.